Hi folks, welcome back to the Homegrown Mechanic, to which we're restoring this 1992 Garland Fleetwood caravan, which has suffered severe rot in the floor. I mean, there's loads of videos out there on YouTube that show you how to do this, but obviously I'm doing this myself gradually, bit by bit. Excuse me. And the state of the floor is, yeah, we're sort of tackling the wall, which I've got good wood to there where it's gone black. That one's gone black from until there, so we're going to cut that off. That piece of wood there, that piece of wood there's gone, so we need to fix those. Yeah, that's why I put my foot through the floor. I've just cut away the top surface of the wood at the minute. I'm obviously going to remove this and the wiring plug in a minute. This will all drop through the hole in a second, which isn't going to be a problem. I'm just cutting all of this away. This section here is rotted away in this corner here. This is all insulation, by the way. If I put my screwdriver in, that's insulation. It's not actually wood. The wood ends there. Here, that's where the wood ends, there. So all of this, where I stick my screwdriver, is insulation, where you can see it's a bit pink there. Yeah, there you go. That's insulation. This bit, yeah, that's rotten wood. But we're going to cut that out anyway. But at least I know which wood it is that I can actually replace on that. So this is the wiring to the caravan that goes to the black 7-pin plug, which goes to the car at the front. We've removed the tray where the gas bottles would sit, in this tray here. The tray's there next to me. There's a bit of it there. That's the battery box, battery charger, most of the electrics here for the caravan. That's all going to have to be taken out because unfortunately the frame at the top there's rotten and there's nothing at the bottom. It's gone, rotted away. This is just top wood. That's gone. That's rotten away. And over here, I was able to pull this out of the ground, out of the actual wood by the screws. The screws are still in it. And again, that's rotten as well. So we're going to cut this floor out completely. These bolts hold the floor to the front of the caravan, so we're going to have to remove those, which I'll have to get my angle grinder in and cut 2 slots either side of these bolts. These are actually coach bolts. I'm going to cut 2 slots on either side with my grinder to put a spanner on the top here so I can undo the nuts underneath. Little trick I learned on how to do those. These holes are staying here. This part of the floor is actually pretty good. So that's staying here. It's basically this side and that side I'm going to cut out completely and put in new wood. And I'm also going to put in different structural points for it as well. I'm actually going to cut into here and put a piece of wood in here and a piece of wood back here, so I can join the new floor to it when I put it in. I'm only cutting out the sections that are rotten. The rest of it I'm not going to bother with too much, otherwise it's going to be too much hard work, because I still need to fix the fiberglass at the front. There's got a hole here, crack here, there's a crack over here somewhere as well. The door's not even level. There's a crack there I've started to fill. I've got to fill this part in. This piece of wood needs to come out. There's a gap there. There's a crack right across there as well. So this needs to be repaired, which it will get done gradually. I'm just going to chop this out. I'm using that, which is a oscular saw. And to tell you the truth, this is a brilliant piece of kit. And it comes with a number of attachments from it. You can pick these up for about 40, 50 quid on eBay. And to be honest with you, they're a godsend. This is ideal for this sort of job. Because I've also cut sections of the wall. As you can see, the wall is nice and straight for when I put my new piece of wood in. I can get it lined up properly. When I put my new piece of wood panel back in for the wall, it's going to look absolutely gorgeous when it's back together again. But, right, I'm going to stop talking, pause this, and I'm going to crack on and get this floor out. And then I'll show you a clip when it's finished. Right, folks, as you can now see, I've actually cut a huge hole in the floor. I've removed some of the rotten wood from there, and I've cut the rotten wood from there, so there's good wood behind the wall. Got a straight nice edge there, so when it comes to putting my piece of wood in, I can put it in there and it will go up the top once I've sorted that out with the oscillator saw and cut that out. So we've just got a few little bits down here to remove from the old wall, and I'll smoothen this off with a sander and get rid of all of that. And then I'll cut this floor out because this is all rotten away. This is insulation here, which is all loose. This is just insulation. That's actually the wood that's screwed to the caravan. We can keep that there. That's a solid good point. So this part here is okay. Just this top section wants chopping out completely and removing and pulling off the insulation. And then, hopefully, I'm going to try and see. Oh yeah, that's going to fit in there, isn't it? Look at that. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to have that sort of type effect, but this will actually be in here once I've cut this section of the insulation out. We'll have a piece of wood in here to here. Same with this part here going across to there. Once we've done that, I've actually got another piece of wood that's screwed to that. Then I can start putting the floor back in. Once I put the floor back in, I can fix the walls. Got to fix the floor to fix the wall. I fixed the wall down there because it wasn't too badly rotten, but it was rotten in one corner. But out eventually and get round to that. But I'm just going to chop this top floor piece out that's rotten. I'm keeping the bits of wood because it's good to mark up and mock up other bits of wood to put back into the floor. I'm glad I got this oscillator saw, it's flipping brilliant. Obviously there's wiring issues going on. Yeah, the wirings, I'm sitting on it, I think. Yeah, I am. There's the wiring. Hang on, I'll flick you back to the wiring. That's to the back of the caravan. I've had to cut it. I do have a joiner up there in that cupboard right above my head. My phone case is broken. Lovely. Yeah, it's up there in that cupboard. There's a little black box, same as what I did to the back of the caravan in wiring up aspect. So I've just got to drill a hole in the floor. I've kept the floor section here. There's the floor with the hole. So I know how to put the hole back into the floor to fix it. But there's the floor. Well, a section of the floor, as it were, over there. You can see the standing leg. Used to be the standing leg. I've took it off now, so I can actually move around in this hole because I've been working in this section. So right, I'm going to get this cleaned up and I'm going to call it a day on this. And hopefully we'll get into that top corner, sort that out. And then eventually I'll start removing the old screws, get some wood, and start putting the wall back together again. But I've got to fix this first. Like I said, got to fix the floor to fix the wall. So we've got to fix all this up first and then button it up with some Gorilla Glue and get this wall fixed, and then we'll move on to the other side and fix the other wall. Floor. So we're going to do one section of floor at a time. So we're going to concentrate on this part first, and then we'll do the other side, and then we'll do the walls. See you in a bit. We'll do another video shortly, but it will be for another couple of days. Hopefully we'll have sort of some parts of the floor fixed, and we'll go from there. So we'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Oh, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want any questions or comments, please write them below. Love to hear from you all. Thank you. Bye.